Alright, just trying to set up. Seeing if anybody's going to join. This is pretty much a random live thing I'm doing. Just to talk toys or whatever and open up a few random toys. Kind of show off a couple of things I picked up recently. So, it might just be one person, it might be three. Who knows? But I hope everybody's having a good weekend. So, just see who's gonna show up. I got a few figures I do want to open up that I've been meaning to open up for a while. So probably won't wait too long. See how many people. Oh well, it's been 2 minutes. Nobody's popped up yet. I'll just go ahead and start doing whatever. So, I did pick up a few things, and one of the things I did pick up that I saw out in the wild that I didn't never think I would see at my local Walmart. I did pick up this Cody Rhodes. It's this LJN inspired figure by Jazzware, and very cool. Pays homage to the LGN figures that they did with the WWF back in the 80s before Hasbro took over the license at the time. So, very cool. I've seen a couple of reviews on these, and they look fairly big, you know. The LGNs that I have are put up for right now. I'm just waiting to get more shelving units so I can display my wrestling collection. And so, really happy to have this. And I think the next one that they have that's coming out, I think this is part of the Unmatched series, I think. And I think Darby Allin's going to be the next one up that they're going to do. So hopefully I find him, you know, out in the wild. But this is really cool. This is good find, good pickup. A retro style figure, pays homage to LGN, so I can dig it. And then I was at a movie trading company. Really didn't have anything I really, well, they had a few things I wanted to get, but I saw this and it was on sale or clearance for a few bucks. And I do have this thing packaged, but I did, since I have it now, I did want one loose so that way I can use it for comparisons for when in my future Jurassic World videos. But got the little bitty gyrosphere set, a vehicle that came with the set, the Indominus Rex, the Versus packs that Hasbro did from the first film. And look how small the little human guy is. And like not even an inch and a half probably. So the Dino Rider figures, you know, they're like 2.5 inches, you know, and they're a lot bigger than this. So this is what Hasbro made. Now the gimmick, I really do like the gimmick, you know. There's a little button right here. It did come with a little disc, but it does have a disc that comes with this set. But when I bought this, it didn't have it in there. It did just have the human character. But There's a little button right there you press, and it's just like a battle damage, and the guy flips out of it, the human character. But the figure doesn't really sit well in there, just it's really floppy. So even if you did put it in, he moves around a lot. So it didn't. While it's a good gimmick, good concept, it'd been even cooler if this thing was a lot bigger, like for the 3 3/4 ones, and if they did the gimmick like this. That'd been so cool. So, but yeah, I got this mainly for size comparisons, for when Mattel makes new gyrosphere vehicles, So, anyways, so looks like I got one viewer and one like. Let's see what the comments. Let's see. So appreciate the view. As I was just going over this little vehicle that I picked up at Movie Trading Company, I mentioned that I had it packaged, and so it was a few bucks. I wanted one so I could have it for comparisons. And so the gimmick is that you press the button, and it's just like a battle damage. And yeah, this is the one that Hasbro made for the only vehicle they made of this this gyrosphere that they made for the toy line for the first Jurassic World film. So, and it comes with this little bitty army guy, And to do a comparison, how real small this guy is, I'm gonna bring out one of these Bone Age cavemen, and hey Harry, what's going on? Thanks for joining, appreciate it. Yeah, this is a little army dude that came with this gyrosphere for the versus. Hey, Babyface Collects, what's going on, Caleb? Appreciate y'all joining. And this came with the Hasbro Indominus versus gyrosphere playset. So I have one already that's boxed, it's been packaged, but I wanted a loose one so I can use it for comparisons for when Mattel makes the vehicles. So, but yeah, this is the little army guy that it comes with, and look how small he is compared to a 2.5-inch caveman figure from the Bone Age line. Yeah, it was terrible. I guess Hasbro at the time didn't think Jurassic World was going to be popular, and they just shitted on their toy line, So that's what I picked up. Also, I did mention that I did find this out in the wild. This unmatched Cody Rhodes LJN style figure. I saw it was just sitting there at a random spot, and I was just like, yep, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Because it pays homage to the old 80s LJN figures. So I've watched a few reviews on these, and this is a really nice figure. He will be on card and everything. I'm not going to open them up and everything because I do like the packaging that it pays homage to, So very cool. It comes with the poster on the inside. So what's going on, guys? How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well. How's y'all's weekend going? Harry says, "What's that?" Looking face. Babyface says, "Sup?" And Harry says, "Let's talk about the girl from Jurassic Park that is Jurassic Park 1 that is 42 years old." And Babyface says, "Whoa." Yeah, what about her, Harry? Babyface says, "Rainy today, but weekend's been good." That's good. I did have to go to the hospital Friday evening. I had to leave work after about 2 hours in, 2.5 hours in, because I was starting to feel heavy breathing, and didn't know what was going on. I was just standing there doing computer work, doing data entry, and just felt something off. It's just like I had to go tell my supervisor, and so I had to go to the hospital for a few hours, and so I did a bunch of tests. I did the was it EKG test. My heart's good. So pretty much basically everything that they did, like my blood work and all that stuff, to make sure I didn't have any blood clots or anything. Did a X-ray on my chest. It was cleared. My oxygen was at 100%. So pretty much what it boiled down to really is probably my allergies. It was really because my chest was congested a lot and been coughing up a bunch of mucus or phlegm, and so some of it was clear, some of it was yellow, and it was kind of concerning. So that's why I had to go. And so, but luckily I was able to get an inhaler that I can take when I need it. So I've been taking it today. So this is because I finally got my prescription in. But other than that, I'm doing fine. It's just one of those things where, especially with COVID going around and this new Delta variant, you can never be too careful. You don't want to take no chances with that. So, but yeah, I also had to do a nasal swab for COVID, and all my stuff came back negative. So happy about that. So I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I don't like the feeling of congested chest because it makes you feel like you're about to die. Well, I wouldn't say die, but you feel like crap, and you feel like you can't breathe and stuff. And well, I wasn't hurting or anything. I didn't feel no pain, but it's the fact that I was heavy breathing. And I basically told the people that were checking me in and stuff. I said, worst comes to worst, it's probably because of the fact I'm fat, and not eating what I should be eating. So they had a good chuckle about that. So, but yeah, my heart's good. Everything is good to go on my end, and so hopefully, but the inhaler is actually doing pretty good for me. My chest feels a little clearer. It doesn't feel like it's all congested. So I don't get a refill. So once that inhaler's gone, it's done with, I think. So unless if I go to the doctor, I got to do a follow up. Anyways, hey, what's going on, tattoo toy hunter Kevin? How's it going? How's your work going today? I was just telling the boys that I had to go to the ER Friday evening, and it's been there for a few hours, because I was experiencing heavy breathing while I was doing data entry, and so I was just giving an update, even though I didn't mention it on any of the social media or anything. I just wanted to get through all the tests first, and then make sure everything was okay. But like I said, all my test results came back negative. Don't have COVID or anything. My heart's good, so I don't have any blood clots or anything. My chest is cleared. So I was prescribed a inhaler, so I've been using that for a couple times. Hey, sleeping, what's going on? Yeah, I'm doing better, Kevin. Thank you though. And so it's just mainly what boils down to it in all honesty. Even though everything is good to go and cleared, it's just one, I'm fat, and two, I don't have the best diet. Like majority of us don't. So other than that, it's just the fact that over time, all that processed food that I've been eating, and I know it varies from person to person, but for me, after eating all this processed food, and it's just weighs on my body, and it makes you tired and stuff, and also it just it affects people differently, depending on what processed food you eat. But anyways, let's go ahead and go through the comments real quick. I see a lot of comments popping up, and let me see. We're at Sandman said Delta variant ain't no joke. Chest congestion is the worst. Yes, I don't like that feeling at all. Caleb says been dealing with that for a few days. As always, my allergies are trash. Yeah, I got seasonal allergies, and that's what I deal with all the time. And I think since the weather change from summer to fall is happening, it's just a lot more humid and stuff. Tattoo going on this today, bud. And then Gary says, "Yo, what's shaking?" Tattoo said, "Steady." Babyface says, "Hey, Tattoo, how was your birthday?" Kevin says, "Good, good, thank you." He asks if you're okay. Yes, I'm doing well now, thank you. Sleeping says, "Hey there, hope things are going well." Yes, sir. Tattoo says, "That's great to hear." Also says that turns out I'm severe diabetic and clinically insane. And Harry said, "Did you get some of that birthday nookie, DTH?" Caleb said, "You're insane." Nah, LOL. No nookie. Oh, had to fight her off. He beats her back with a stick, Caleb says. Anyways, other than that, besides my health issues, I'm glad that Kevin, that you had a good birthday, and Caleb, I hope you start to feel better. I know allergies can be a pain in the ass at times. And Harry, I hope you're doing well and sleeping. I hope you're doing well as well. Looks like I did see your post on Instagram of your new setup, so that's incredible. Glad you was able to finally get you a new setup for your fireside chats and stuff. So I know you're happy about that. Other than that, um, let's see. I did also pick up this guy, so I had to add him to the collection. So yeah, as you can see, I'm on the Gremlin kick. So new Gremlins for new batches coming out next year. So I'm excited about that. You got a 2-pack with I want to say what's this, Daffy and the brown Gremlin. I don't remember the name of the brown guy, the brown one. There's a green Gremlin and a brown Gremlin that dressed up in construction outfits. If you remember in the movie when there was one scene where they were in construction outfits and they were like tearing apart the place. And also the ultimate brain figure, the brain Gremlin, is coming out as well. So looking forward to that as well. So good thing about NECA, a lot of people don't give them credit for it, don't mention enough, is that they do re-release a lot of stuff that they put out a couple of years ago, like the Gremlin stuff. Like they're all being re-released. Even that GameStop exclusive Gamer Gremlin, that's actually you see that at Target and at Walmart now, so that's not a exclusive no more. And I do see a lot of the Ultimate Gremlins. I do see a lot of the Flasher and Stripe as well. And also they've also put out some more of those Christmas caroling Gremlins. I think there's only one set they put out there. I know there's supposed to be 2 sets that came out last year, but there's only one set that I've seen so far. So each Target I've been to, I've probably seen at least about 3 or 4 sets per store. Let's see. Let's go back on the comments again. Sandman said, "This is CNN." Kevin said, "LOL." Harry says, "Whatever we type, he must read out loud." Nice Gremlin. Hello from friends. Hey, Jean Luke, how you doing? The Kevin said the 2-pack. Harry asked, "Are you also a time traveler, French guy?" Kevin said, "I'm gonna get them first." No, I think I'll probably get them before you will. Jean-Luc said, "Maybe." LOL. Give me some winning lottery numbers, please. I don't have any. Babyface says, "Not if I get them first." Just kidding, not hunting those, but I do want the Camp Cretaceous kids with the dinosaurs. Oh, well, you talking about these, Caleb? So I got both sets. So I do need. I am trying to find the Kenji set with the Scorpius Rex, and want to be able to get that. I do have the other Scorpius Rex that's more toyetic. It has all those action features on it, but the one that comes with Kenji and the gyrosphere, that's more posable. I think a lot of people prefer that more. So I do have some figures I do want to open, and so I'll just open one, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then open another one, and so forth. So, anyways, so the first figure I want to open is a figure that Harry that you sent me, and I will be doing a review on these guys once I get everything. So any figure that I open, I still will be doing reviews on them. So, but this is the Matt Jackson, or the Road Warrior Buck that Jim Cornette calls. So this is the one that Harry, the one that you sent me, because I've already opened up this guy Nick Baldwin Buck. So have y'all been watching AEW as of late? I've been watching the highlights since I don't have cable, or what is it, the Fight TV? I think their pay-per-views are on Fight TV, and then the regular shows are on TBS and TNT. So I only got 3 AEW figures. I got Nick and Matt, and then I got the LGN Cody Rhodes inspired figure. Yeah, there's no way you can be able to save this packaging at all, period. I do want to get Luchasaurus, because the only reason why I want him is not only because, Luchasaurus, because one, he's in scale that can go with my my big T-Rex. So I'd like to have him riding it, the T-Rex. I think that'd be a cool setup. Man, why did Jazzware make these things so difficult to open? Fuck. Yeah, there's no way you can salvage this packaging. I think Jazzware did that so y'all can just rip it open and be like, damn. Kevin, have you seen any of the latest UFC figures? I have. I've seen a few of them. They're a lot better than the first for me. But I haven't seen them in a while, I don't even remember who's in that line. I know that Amanda Nunez is in that line. I've seen her a few times. But other than that, they're really cool. That's something I'm going to dabble in. Unless if they start releasing like people like Ken Shamrock or Dan Severn, or some of the old guys that I used to watch back in the day, then I might consider it. So here we go. Good old Matt Jackson. I did see that. I've actually been seeing a lot more AEW figures as well, so they've been a lot more readily available now than they ever have been. So I might consider Kenny Omega, so I can go with the Young Bucks. Let's see. Let's go back to the chats. Let's see what we got in the chat. Kevin says I need the sports almanac, the main kid. Cool. Caleb says he caught him, but he didn't read my random mess. I want Yaz and Blue. Harry says just buy a boatload of Apple stocks in the early 90s. I remember toys. What about Bumpy and the Nerdy Kid? Forgot his name. Though I haven't got those. Won't hurt him, and the other two girls won't be released probably till next year. And Kevin says we need a Sandman video. Yeah, we do. Freaking a-hole Jazz wears. Joe finally saw Moxley yesterday, but he didn't have to cast, so he hit him. Hopefully he stays hidden. Of course you need a Luchasaurus. You're a dinosaur collector. Yes, sir. I don't got Spark anymore to make contact. I'm social media broken. Well, I'm pretty sure you'll find it again, Harry. You know, we miss your content on your channel, you know. And I know that you got some stuff going on right now that needs to be taken care of. So I guess once you get back in the swing of things, you'll be able to make more content, you know, when you're ready. You know when you're ready, you know. But anyways, yeah, this is a real cool figure. I do like these better than the original ones from the Series 1 when they released. Those things are just awful in my opinion. But hey, it's their first time, so I guess you can give them a pass. But as time goes on, they should be able to make them a lot better. So, but yeah, here are the Young Bucks. And as far as anything else that AEW figures, I do know for a fact I will get a Luchasaurus, and I probably will more likely get a Kenny Omega to go with the Bucks. Aside from that, I don't really have any other people that I really want to add to the collection. You know, I know they have the Diamond collection that's supposed to honor like past wrestlers, because I know Sting's gonna get a figure, so I might get that. I know Jericho's gonna get his figure that represents him during his time in Mexico, so I might get that. And so, but other than that, as far as getting into the AEW line, I mean, if I wasn't into so much other stuff, then yeah, I probably would focus on that, because it's a brand new company, and well, not brand new company, but it's a brand new line for a new promotion, wrestling promotion, should I say? And who knows how long that's going to last? You know, I might even get me a Mr. Brody Lee if they come out with that. Here he says midlife crisis for real. I named my Among Us plushie Bean. What made you want to name him that, Caleb? All right. So we got the Young Bucks. So now let's get into some vintage stuff. So this is one of the items that our boy Luis from Luis Collectibles, and he sent me when he sent that huge package with tons of goodies in it. The video where I got so emotional. But I want to open her up so I can put my Wildcats team together, since she's the last one I need to complete the original team. So let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut along right here, all the way at the bottom. So that way the only thing I'm losing is the bubble blister, and won't damage the card. Now, does it work for me all the time? No. But I do have more success doing it this way than any other way that I have done before. Do y'all remember Wildcats? Do y'all remember the cartoon series? Yeah, remember this is one of Jim Lee's creations. I know our buddy Dondi, he's a huge Wildcats fan and a Jim Lee fan. We met him a couple of times, I think, in person at several cons. So he got to meet one of his heroes, and Jim Lee. So I was able to successfully cut the bubble off, and here's her stand. So that's the only thing I worry about is this tape. Because, you know, this tape was from the night up. It was already going. It was about to fuck me up too. Look, it was about to tear. I thought I had a clearance. Nope. I'll just leave it like that. So great artwork for this card back. Really, really enjoyed the card backs. That's why I keep them all, because everything that I open that's vintage, I love to keep the card backs, mainly because it comes with the file card, especially stuff from Playmates. And most of y'all know that I keep all my card backs, and I keep all my cards. You know, these are file cards that I really like. You know, if anything, if there was anything that I was going to destroy or keep, you know, or not keep, I would just cut this part out so that way I could have the accessory part and that. But the whole thing is wonderful. So you got her out of her blister, and that will be going in the recycling bin. And I also keep all these cards. I keep them as they is. I do have tons of comic cards and sports cards and movie cards and stuff that maybe one day I'll do a live video of that, in case if anyone's interested in watching that. You know, just grab a binder and just flip through some stuff and talk about the players back in the day and stuff that you remember about that. I think that'd probably be a neat little live thing. So, oops, already dropping shit. So here's Z-Lot. And let me grab her swords. So here's one of her swords. Let me, once I get all the accessories out, I'll go through the comments again. I always try to make sure I keep up with the comments. So I've got both her swords out, and need to get these out real quick. There's her staff right there with the blade at the end. Here's your little cell phone. So got all of her accessories out. Let's see, let's go ahead and go over what these accessories are. Of course, we know this is her Wildcats battle base stand right there. And titanium Coda cleaf blade. And it says, smoothly and swiftly, this razor-sharp instrument destroys demonites with one silent swoosh. So, here's your swoosh. This is the Halo Communicator right there. Allows Z-Lot to hail the others, Wildcats, in times of crisis. So, if you're in a time of need, you use this to call on the other Wildcat members. And then Valkyrie blades, ancient blades with which a Zealot wields to smite Hellspawn and his minions. So these are little blades. They're supposed to be silver, but they painted them red. But you know how that be. And then I think this is what they call them, the Nobelum sabers right here. These two things. And, oops. Again, dropping shit. So these are Nobelum sabers, and these are dense high-tech alloy hand-held weapons sliced through demonites with piercing precisions. So very cool. So let's go ahead and load Zealot. Why is the arm all bit like that? So, yep. We're going to display her with her swords. Go ahead and put the other one in. There we go. So, very cool. So let's go ahead, and here's our little card that she comes with. So let's turn around real quick, and there's my accessory bags for all the other guys. So here's Zealot. And here comes, this is Maul. And this Maul came courtesy of Elite Legends Hector. He sent me this when we did that one time when we had the Secret Santa. And he said that he noticed that I had that I collect wildcats. So I think this was an Amazon purchase. This was on Amazon, and he had it sent to me. And he basically was saying, I don't know if you have this character, but I noticed that you collect wildcats. So, and talk about, yeah, he paid attention to, I think I did a video on something, and he remembered that I collect these, and so he knew that I needed some character, but glad that he was able to get this for me. So he was one character I needed to have. So here's Maul. So he's like the Incredible Hulk of the group, but as you could tell, the scale, he's supposed to be a little bit bigger, like maybe like this big, but in reality, he should be like this big, like huge, but for some reason they made him that big. So, so they didn't make him Marvel Legends size Hulk or anything like that. So yeah, there's Maul. Here's Warblade. Got him. Here's Spartan. He's pretty much like the leader of the group, Spartan. And here's everybody's favorite. He's like the Deadpool of the group, Grifter. So very cool. So now my team complete. My original team is complete. So I'll be able to display all of them together. But so I got a few more to open up. They're like different, I wouldn't say variants, but like different costumes. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in the chat room. All right. Caleb said they look like jelly beans. He was answering my question why I asked why he named his plushie bean. So, Jesus, crying Dave. So let's see. Kevin needs to make a crying video. The song was amazing. Dave saw the Turok figure and he just couldn't fight back tears. Yeah, I mean, Turok is like a line that I really wanted to get because I really loved that 64 game, and they're so hard to find. I don't know why. He's like one of the rarest lines you. It's like that's not sold on the secondary market like that for whatever reason, and yeah, it was just it meant something to me. Like a lot of stuff he sent, meant a lot to me and everything. So it was just a wonderful feeling, that being gifted with something like that, or a toy that's like hard to find like that. And Caleb said Grifter is my favorite. Harry says 90s was a wonderful time to be a teenager. Yes, it was. Venom Fang, what's going on? Hey, Brad. Brad said, "What's up, Dave? How long have you been on?" Probably about 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. But I'm glad that you finally made it. Kevin says, "I was an adult in the oil fields in the 90s." Says, "Hello, Venom. Venom Fang in the house. Brad. What's Gucci, everybody?" Venom, do you remember that unboxing video I did when you sent me the Game of Thrones figures? And I did it in homage to you and how you would talk and everything. I thought about it the other day when I was watching your video when you did the unboxing the packaging that Harry sent you. That was pretty fun. I hope I did it justice. Brad says, "Hello, everyone." Harry says, "I'm going to pass the collection basket around. It's Sundays, just for whatever your heart desires." Venom says, "I've been wanting to pick up those Wildcats." Yeah, those Wildcats they were really cheap at one point, but now they're hard to. They've gone up in price a lot recently. Harry says she's been trapped in plastic prison for 30 plus years. Yes, she has. Venom says, "Pass it." Harry says, "That's a sweet Maul." Yeah, I do want the big 12-inch figure, But for some reason, the big 12-inch figure, that Maul is like over $100, but everybody else is like 25, $30 each. I don't know why. Venom said, "Wish they would have made a 6-inch version of it." Yes, Harry, Hector is very observant. All right. Kevin says, "I saw the crew on DC animated movie a couple weeks ago, Flashpoint." Harry says, "Maybe Super 7 or NECA will get a license one day for Wildcats." I think somebody else, I think maybe Dondi mentioned that too. He's hoping maybe since Wildcats I don't know if it's officially, but I think they're part of DC or something like that. I think the recent run was with DC or something. So I think Dondi wanted McFarlane to do them. Venom says Grifter was my favorite. Kevin says I like thick. I mean KFC. Yeah, Harry said also mentioned that McFarlane could do Wildcats. And Venom said NECA would do a good job, but might piss you off if they break. Yeah. Harry says thick. Venom says McFarlane would be the best choice, I think. Thick Wildcats. Big old bitty Wildcat chicks. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Dave. I remember that. Yeah, Venom. That I had fun doing that video. When you sent the unboxing. There he says unrealistic female bodies expectations on those image comments set for us all. LOL. Yes, sir. Speaking of that, I wanted to. I think this is the box that I have them in. Yep, it is. So, while we're on the subject, here's the Savage She Dragon. Or other accessories somewhere down in there. So here's the Savage Sea Dragon, and here is Zealot. So you could tell they use pretty much the same body mold. Not the exact same, but similar style. So and then here's this chick. I forgot where she was from. Been a while. So yeah, big boobies, small waist. Those were the days. Now you'd be lucky if Mattel or Hasbro would be even allowed to even do anything like that. All right, so the next figure I wanted to open up is part of my Playmates collection as well, and Earthworm Jim. Y'all remember Earthworm Jim? And this is the Princess, what's her name? From the video game and cartoon series. I think there was a cartoon series. Correct me if I'm wrong, So, she's my second Earthworm Jim figure I have. The only other one I have is Hinchrat. So I do want to get the rest of them. They're expensive as well. They're so hard to get. It's incredible how some of these Playmates toys are like expensive as shit. So again, what I'll do is go ahead and cut around the bubble blister. Now, sometimes I don't always get a good clean cut, mainly because sometimes the bubble is already off. So I got lucky this time because the bottom part was actually coming off, and so here is the card back for the Earthworm Jim. And there is the back. So I do need Monstrous Peter Puppy and Peter Puppy. And also probably won't get all the Jim figures, but I do need at least one of them. I do want the Earthworm Jim with Snot. That's the main one. The Battle Damage with Damage Snot I probably won't get, but more likely will. Who am I kidding? And then Earthworm Jim and Special Deep Mission Suit with Special Mission Snot. But like I said, I probably won't need those two. But I just do want the basic Earthworm Jim with Snot. That's the one I want. These two, I can live without. But if I do see him, more likely, you know me, I'll pick him up. But I do need him. And I do need Bob and number 4. And also need Psycho with Major Mucus. So, like I said, I do have Hinchrat. I need an evil cat. So I've been on the lookout for him. I think the last time I seen him, I think I saw him at Retro Madness when I was in Fort Worth when I met up with Uber Hawk for the first time. So, anyways. So here she is in her plastic prison. So we'll remove that. Princess what's her name? Earthworm Jim's main squeeze, or so he thinks. So, damn, Earthworm. You've been getting it down with a B. Talk about birds and the bees. So there she is. There is Princess, what's her name? Also, Earthworm Jim's main squeeze, or so he thinks. It's a really nice figure. Let's see, don't want to lose those. I'm pretty sure majority of these people had these back in the days. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 they probably lost these accessories. That's one thing that sucks about getting accessories off of the secondary market, is that it's so expensive. Some accessories cost more than the figure itself. But it is what it is. I don't know if y'all seen my latest video, my eBay purchase video. If y'all haven't, check that out. I was able to get a set of accessories for a pretty reasonable price to complete a figure that I've had for a while that I found at Movie Trading Company. So if you want to know what it is and you hadn't seen it yet, I highly recommend you go checking that out. I don't know if that's bent or if it's made like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and read on the back of the card back. And Princess What's Her Name's weapons and accessories. So the first thing is up is this little guy, her little sidekick. And so this is Runt Zorb, a royal brown noser and bodyguard. It's very cool. Always gotta love these little mutants that some of these characters, especially with Playmates and Kenner, they're always known to make extra accessories to little sidekicks on the side. So then we have this really intense Insectoid Gun. Says if you want to hit what you aim at, sometimes you really need a really intense Insectoid Gun. This will make the bad guys eat dirt. Now, this is not painted like it shows in the card back, so that would have been really cool if it was painted like that. I think that would have been really neat. And then Bug Launcher with Bug Disc. Blast away with bad guys with this nifty bug launcher. These bugs aren't afraid of anything. Even wandering shields don't bother them. Wow, chills of all, man. Chills of all. So basically, you have to think there's a hinge for this bug launcher. But I don't want to break it, or unless if I'm seeing something. Ah, okay. That's what was going to happen. So apparently, let's see. Trying to figure out how this works. You know, Hector, he doesn't use instructions, but sometimes I do. Load the bug disc in the bug launchers. Press forward in the trigger. On the trigger of the bug launcher, watch the buttons jump like sissies as the bug disc flies forth one by one. So apparently you load the discs right there, and it's supposed to launch and knock the disc one by one. But apparently it doesn't do that. It doesn't actually perform like it's supposed to, because it's supposed to be a ratchet right there, and unless if I'm doing it wrong. But anywho's, so these little bug discs, super small, they go right there. Oh, shit. So I don't know if that was supposed to do that, but it got me in my nose. Oh, man. Now the question is, where the fuck did they go? That was pretty funny. Well, I found one, so I'm missing another. This one's... Oh. I got accessories all over the room. So anyway, so yeah, that's Princess. What's her name? So I guess she holds the disc launcher like this. So it's supposed to. Let's see. So anyways, the way you load it up is you put this on her arm right there. So it launches the disc. Well, then here's her big ass gun thing. I don't know if it's supposed to go on like this or what, but this thing's pretty intense, you know, because there's no way you can have her hold it unless it's off to the side. So, well, unless if it goes underneath like that, or you can have her hold it underneath like that. But I think something's bent. So, anyways, even if you was be able to get her to hold it, there's no way it would be stable because this thing's too big, you know. But yeah, that's Princess What's Her Name. So very nice detail. The paint apps on her face look really good. So yep. All right, let's go look at the comments real quick. All right. Venom says, "All right, I gotta go. Head back to work. Good chopping it up with y'all. Bye, y'all. Venom out. Thanks for joining, Venom." Hey, what's going on? I don't know. I'm afraid to try to pronounce your name, but I know that you've been watching my live streams and commenting on my videos. Forgive me if I mispronounce it. So it's Didadusky, I think is how you pronounce it. Glad to see you on here live. And I got a little Avery here I struggle with is all my might. Harry says she's blessed with chest as well. What about the Dragon Heart? Is there anything new? No, I have not got anything new. Dragon Heart. I've been still looking out for the ultimate electronic Dragon Heart, the talking one. So, were there any goods for Worm Jim? I see Earthworm Jim figs at Dallas Vintage Toys from time to time. Hey, Chris, 1000 Ghosts, what's up? Thanks for joining. It's incredible. 1000 Ghosts says some beautiful playmates there. Thank you, sir. Say hello from Moscow region. Yes, nostalgia is alive again. Dispute in the junior years. I think I'm caught up with all my comments. I just want to thank everybody that's joined or throughout this live stream. Appreciate it. That means a lot. No, I'm not the most exciting person out here, but but I do what I can to keep in contact with you guys, and just have a little fun here and there, and then open up some toys. But Chris, if you're still here, yeah, I've been opening up some playmates. I've did the Princess what's her name, and then I opened up the Z-Lot. Just trying to refresh everybody's memory. Especially ones that are joining. So opened up her. So finally got my Wildcats team together. Let's see what else. Speaking of playmates, I got one more playmates I do want to open up and share with you guys. Chris, I know when we talked about a little bit about these characters when I was doing the stream with you, and I bought this at a little small store that's on the square in my town called Recycle Books. Yeah, of all places, I would find stuff like this. But they've actually had some good stuff to come in at Recycle Books that I've never seen or haven't seen anywhere else. So saw this on the peg, and this thing is just torn to shits. But it is a skeleton warrior, and this is Grim Skull. And this is how it was when I saw it hanging out. So it's completely destroyed. So there is no reason for me to try to keep this minimum card. Now I still have my my childhood skeleton warriors. I only had 2 of them as a kid, or as a teenager, should I say? And I still have those. And that's the spider guy with the 8 arms or 4 arms or whatever. And then the cyborg. What is it? Oracula. I have him as a kid, and Dr. Cyborn. I had him. So, and also, since this thing's all messed up back here, I can't really see the name, but this guy, I have him too. He was gifted to me. So I'm slowly but surely building this collection up. So let's go ahead and open this guy up real quick. I'm going to try to save much of this card back as I can, but it looks like majority of it is going to be missing. Yeah, so wasn't able to really save a whole lot of it. But yeah, this thing was just trash. But I will keep the card back. Gotta love the card back on this thing. So I think this is a poster that it comes with. I don't remember it coming with a poster. It might have with all the other ones. But this will be kept as is, unless if I get a frame, special frame for this. And so yeah, the card back, it's pretty beat up. But I'm gonna keep it because, I love the file cards and stuff, and I love looking at the accessories and stuff like that. Let me go ahead and look at the chat real quick. See if there's anything. Chris said, great reason to open it. Yeah. Wow. Rare animation cartoon from creator of Masters of Universe. Don't see in Russian like this. Poster. Yeah, this is a poster. This is a poster. And like I said, I'm probably just going to keep it right here for right now until I find get a custom frame for it, Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at Grim Skull. So here is Grimskull himself. So we'll put him with the rest of my skeleton warriors. You know, like I said, all mine that I have is from my childhood, and they're loose. You know, they've been opened. All right, so here's one of his accessories. We'll go over it here in a minute. Here's this big accessory right here. That's one thing about Playmates. They make sure you have stuff for your figures. You know, put that up there. All right, so let's see what we got that comes with Grimskull. So a spring-powered blast staff. The blast staff is a formidable weapon against the skeleton legion. So this is the blast staff. So, oh wow. I wonder why. So apparently, I don't know if mine works. So apparently this is supposed to shoot out. So I think the spring in mine is probably, unless if it's one of those things where you just gotta press and let go. But for whatever reason, the spring in mine is not. Oh, there it is. I finally got it. So I finally clicked in. So yeah, he does shoot. Finally was able to get it in. All right, and then you got the skeleton. The skeleton finder detects any soldiers of the skeleton legion hiding in the darkness. So this is like the skeleton finder. So it looks like it's supposed to open. Yep, it's supposed to open. Yeah. So it does have a hinge right there, and you can open it up. So that way you can hold it in his hand, and he can find his skeleton stuff. So you get that little bitty sticker right there. Surprisingly, it still held on to all that damage. So, and then last but not least, you got the bad dog, the skeleton canine. The howl of the bad dog can only mean one thing: evil's unloosed upon Lumineer. So, right there. So this is really cool. It's just one solid piece right there. It looks like. Oh, it looks like he comes apart too. Oh, I didn't even know that. So it looks like I had to reconnect again. For some reason my internet's been acting up. So every time I do these live videos, sometime throughout the video, it likes to reconnect me. So and then on also it says the light star crystal fragment, symbol of alliance with the Legion of Light. So right there, I think that's the light star crystal fragment right there. So he's got a lot of articulation for a large figure. Just a single elbow. And then he does got a lot of hinges. Got a hinge right there, and then single knee. So very cool. And I'm pretty sure that cape might be removable too. It looks like it could. You probably could take it off if you really wanted to. But his hair would be in the way. So it looks like you can take the cape off. So yep. All right. So that's Grimskull. Very sweet. So let me go through the comments again. All right. Oh, what's going on, Johnny Alpha? Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, David? Has seen any good shark movies lately? Yes, I have. Also, Johnny Alpha says Grim Skull is kind of hot, yo. Him charismatic. Brad says I've seen the card at Earsac, the Guardian from Skeleton Wars at my game exchange. Hey, was you able to get it though? He says I love cinema's '90s. It's so pleasant, warmth brings you back to your childhood. Yes. Johnny Alpha says those Waterworld toys are killing me, yo. I had no idea they made Waterworld toys. Just heard they're doing a TV show for that. Yeah, I got the whole set. The only thing that I'm missing really is the boat, the Trimarian, whatever it is, however you call that thing. When acquaintances with characters from the completest art is not enough, you can invite them to your home like this. Yeah, that's true. Damn, stream lose. Well, I was able to get reconnected, so Skeleton Dog is super cool. Yeah, it is. I didn't know you could take them apart like that. I was like, it really tripped me out at first. I was like, oh shit, I thought I broke it. But nope, you're able to take them apart and put them back together. Grim School has some killer hair, yo. Yeah, he does. What's on Dragonheart? Is there anything new? Nope. Nothing on Dragonheart as far as anything new. I did not get your Zach. Been there for a while, 12, I think. I might have to have you get that for me, Brad. And then I myself in shock in the U.S. They did not like him. That their release figures is an interesting thing. Thanks, bro. So yeah, I think the only thing the downside. All right, so let's see what else. I do have some things that I did pick up last weekend. I was able to go to Retro Madness here in Bedford, Texas, and met up with a good friend of mine. And I want to go ahead and show y'all what I picked up. They are also Playmates Vintage, and some of you have seen them, some of you haven't. So for those who haven't, let me go ahead real quick and get them. And I just hope when I remove these guys, nothing falls over. That's the only downside. This is when you're trying to show off new stuff and when you have them displayed, things like to topple over, you know? Alright, let's see. I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Let me go ahead and move him first because he's more likely going to cause the landslide. Alright, I got that. And alright. Let's see. Okay. So I finally was able to get them. So I've been actually the past year or so, I've been actually, I wouldn't say going hard, but I've been collecting more of the Playmates Vintage Ninja Turtles line. So when I see them for a good price and they're like pretty much mostly complete, because normally I can get the accessories off at the secondary market for a pretty reasonable price depending on the character and how much it is. But one of my good friends, who's also a YouTuber, Uber Hulk, was able to pick up this foot soldier for me, and I seen it at the location in his area, the Retro Madness location in Fort Worth, and he was able to get this for me because I messaged him. I said, "Hey, you mind picking this up for me?" And he did, you know. And this is one of the original, was it eight back cards from that came out in 1988. So I just need to find accessories for it. And so happy to finally land a foot soldier, to add to the collection. I just need one. I don't have to have a whole army. If I do see another one out in the wild, I'll snatch him up. But other than that, as long as I have one in the collection to represent the original 8-back, then I'm happy. Accessories or not, he's pretty much in pretty good condition. Except for maybe the wear right there on the knees. But other than that, still relatively good. The foot symbol on the forehead is good as well. So very pleased. So Uber, if you ever watch this, thank you so much for this. And so other than that, the other ones that I was able to find is Casey Jones. So very happy to get Casey Jones. And he's missing his other bat, and he's also missing his golf club. So very happy to finally, have him because he's another main character. And I got these for a reasonable price because I got them as a bunch, and I was able to get $10 off of the whole lot. So basically, I paid well under what they go for now if you average it out. So very happy though, very happy about it. So like I said, I can live without some of the accessories. I can also just go ahead and get them off the secondary market, But happy to have his golf bag and then one of his bats. So I just need the other bat and the golf club. And was able to get me a Krang. So that was super exciting to find. The only thing that he's missing is there's a hose that connects to the gun, that connects to one of these arms, I think. Because there's a hose that connects there that loops around that connects somewhere. Can't remember where it connects to. But anyways, but I'm just happy to have that. Even if I don't get the hose, I'm just happy to have the gun because I got the arms and the gun. So normally this is what a lot of people lose. The arms not so much because they attach to it, but also this is his walker. That he comes on. So happy to have the arms for the walker and this thing. So very cool. It's a little yellowed, but I can live with that, And last but not least, I got my boy Ace Duck. So he is 100% complete, and he came with an extra egg bomb, egg grenade or whatever. So a lot of times what's missing on him is a gun and the hat, more so these egg grenades, So I have an extra egg grenade, and that's why he's holding it in his hand. So very cool. So yeah, those are my recent vintage Turtles pickups that I've got. All right, let me. Dragonheart figures left side, yeah. Johnny Alpha says Ninja Turtles, hell yeah. However, in Russia, Waterworld, Cosner loved and status cult movie. Yeah, it has a cult following now. Even though it didn't do well in the original theater release, it does have its cult following. Is it the squishy head foot soldier? No, sadly it's not. It's the hard head. Says, have you came across figures from Joe Dante's Little Soldiers? Also create Kenner. Oh, you mean Small Soldiers? Yeah. Actually, I have. No Mighty Ducks, but I do have a couple of figures there put up somewhere. I do need to drag them out. He was inquiring about... Let's see. Don't know if this will work. Don't know how well you can see that. My camera on the other side is not as good as the front camera because it got cracked in it. But yeah, love Joe Dante's Small Soldier. I love the fact that Stan Winston was able to create such an awesome figures for that movie. So there's my big 12-inch talking Chip Hazard. A few more things I need to get to be satisfied with my collection of this. And of course, I know you wanted to take a look at my Dragonheart collection. So those are the dragons. There's Razor Thorn, Medusa. Those are the figures right there. So there's my Congo right there. All right, let me read the comments. So cool. Thank you. Those are badass, man. You have a killer collection. Appreciate it, Johnny Alpha. That's just a little piece of it. You know, that ain't nothing really. If you really want to get it down to the nitty gritty of this collection, yeah, it's gonna be a while. I have the space for them. I just need the shelving. So once I'm able to put the shelving, I can do a live collection tour video. You know, eventually. Don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully it will be sometime in the foreseeable future. Just gotta have the shelves for it. Thanks. I remember looking for them long time in Russia and did not find them. Yep, Medusa. Amy, good gorilla. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Dave. It's the same with me in my comments. I can relate, Dave. I need more shelves too. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about shelving units. You know, it's just they're hard to come by, and it just all depends on what's going to fit your needs and your collection. You know, I am trying to slowly but surely reset my collection when it comes to certain things. I've already recently went to Retro Madness, like I mentioned last week, and I used store credit for them. I turned in a few things for them. It's just basically what I'm doing is if I don't have a complete set of something, if I know that I'm not going to be able to complete it, there's no point of having it in there. So I'm trying to get rid of some of the modern stuff that I have, like McFarlane stuff. There's some McFarlane stuff that I have that I used as store credit because I wasn't able to complete some of their baths, and there's no point in me trying to get the whole set if I can't complete a bath and can't find him anymore. And so just the single figures that he puts out, I'll continue to get some of those, not all of them, but some of them. But as far as trying to build a bath figure, unless if they release the bath as a single figure later on, like they did with the King Shark from Suicide Squad, I'm still pissed off that Walmart canceled my gold label King Shark figure because I really wanted that figure. You know, but oh well. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get it if I don't see it in the stores. You know. But anyways, but yeah, just stuff like that. Stuff that's in my collection that I know for a fact that I'm not even going to bother to complete anymore. When it comes to modern stuff, I just went ahead and used that for store credit. So and they're pretty good with store credit. You get a lot back, more than what you would think. So that's how I was able to pick up those vintage turtles. So very lucky on that end. Let me let me put these turtles back, and I'll show you my little small turtle collection that I got. You know. Uh-oh, looks like Ace lost his wings. Nah, sometimes some of these engineering, and I think the reason why that is because I got his bandolier right there, and it doesn't peg all the way in like it would, like it should if the bandolier wasn't on there. But you kind of have to have the bandolier on there because that way you can display the egg bombs, you know. And that's kind of the way it is with Genghis Frog, And all right, Johnny, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be trying to do these lives like once a week. Probably gonna start them earlier than normal, so hopefully you'll be able to join next week. And I'll still be doing some reviews as well. So, wish I could find some freestanding shelves that are really deep. And these shelves a whole lot of figures. Yeah, same here. That's the only problem is with these um, bookcase cases. They're not as well structured as they used to be like 10 years ago, where they were pretty deep and you could fit a lot of shit in there. But they're good for some. Like I said, um, when I buy these bookcases, I always try to get those spice racks, so I can stand them up and everything, and it works a lot better that way. It just all depends on the figures and stuff. So I'm thinking about now, I'm probably gonna get one more bookcase, and then hopefully, probably try to, let's see, go to Lowe's. I think Lowe's has them, or Home Depot might have them. But I do want to try to, let's see, along that wall right there, I'm trying to reset my Star Wars collection. So I do want to get those adjustable shelvings that you can put on the wall, and so that way I can be a lot more cleaner that way. Fit a lot more. So that's what I want to do with that side. But I'm pretty satisfied with everything over here on this end. The end I just showed y'all. So, anyways, well, guys, I think I am going to go ahead and call it a day. Let me go ahead and read this last remaining messages or comments. And I saw figures on the unfinished animated series from Disney's Mighty Ducks where Lord Dragonus was voiced by Tim Curry already. Very cool wings left. Yeah. I forgot that Tim Curry was one of the voices of the Mighty Ducks. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to call it a day. And I appreciate everybody that stopped by. It really means a lot to me. I got 7 people up in here, so that's a lot for me. So I'll be trying to do more streams like this next week and continue on. And in between, I'm going to try to do reviews and stuff. So kind of switch it up a little bit. So I hope you all enjoyed this. And again, thanks again. And I appreciate everybody that participated. And where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and know what you like. Because if you buy what you like, you'll always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.